So after 10 games in the EFL Championship, Albion's undefeated run has finally come to an end at the hands of Leeds United. But I believe we have the mentality to bounce back, and we go into game number 11 against a side which has fallen down from the Premier League and against a manager who has a very bad history against Albion. So guys, it's game number 11 of the EFL Championship season. We take on Cardiff City at our home, the Hawthorns. Now, obviously Cardiff have gone down from the Premier League from a pretty traumatic season. Obviously, never really got going. And also, I think their season was pretty much overshadowed by the Emiliano Sala tragedy. And they just never really kicked on. But, they're in the Championship again. They're going to push to try and get back in the Premier League at the first attempt. And they made some good signings, I think. I mean, they lost quite a few players last season. Obviously, Bobby Decordova-Reid and others as well. Harry Arter has gone to Fulham, and Kenneth Zohore, obviously, has come to us. So, it's quite a few losses. But they made quite a few gains. And one of the best ones, I think, in defensive terms, was when they signed Aidan Flint from Middlesbrough. These are the three players I'll focus on. Aidan Flint first. I think he's a class defender, was brilliant with Middlesbrough. If Tony Pulis, if you're in a Tony Pulis first team as a defender, you're a good defender. So yeah, he was a really good capture. The next one, obviously, is probably one of the best keepers in the Championship, who's been on the bench the last couple of games, but may start this game. It's Neil Etheridge, an absolute class goalkeeper. I think he won their Player of the Season last season, and he made some outstanding saves, and he's a really good keeper, so we've got to keep our toes on him. And also their strike force is their recently signed German striker Robert Glatzel. He's really good. He's started to score goals now, and I think he's tipped to score quite a few this season, so, watch out for him. But obviously, Cardiff have probably one of the most controversial managers, one of the most charismatic managers in the whole of the English Football League, Neil Warnock. Obviously, Albion fans will know him for the Battle of Bramall Lane back in 2002. How many players? I don't know, 5, 6 players who went off and the game was abandoned, 3 sent off, I don't know. Just absolutely crazy. But Albion-related matters, so obviously, I would call what happened last night a blip. Sometimes when we came out of games last season, I came out virtually depressed because you were thinking, oh my gosh, how did we lose that? Last night was unlucky, I'll be honest. I think it was very, very unlucky. And to the good people who are going to slag off Bartley straight away for the own goal, I'm not going to blame him because that was just a deflection. Very, very unlucky. There was nothing that could have been done. It's just an instantaneous thing. He didn't move or anything, so you can't blame him. And overall, it was a good performance, I think. I mean, first half, not much really happened between either us or Leeds. But second half, we absolutely mauled them, I think. And, we got very, very unlucky. The only thing I think that stopped us was that when we got up front, we reverted back to that, I call it FIFA with that shoot button. We got into the sort of outer reaches of the box and then got in the box, and we just tried too hard to try and get an open space without, properly whacking it. I think we need a bit more firepower. I mean, it's quite staggering, really, how we're second in the Championship after 10 games, and an outfield striker hasn't scored an outfield goal. I mean, Austin hasn't scored outfield in the league. Zohore has scored only 2 penalties, and Robson Kanu hasn't scored. I mean, it's quite staggering, really, but it could be a good sign of things to come, because if they can start scoring goals, and so one of them can rack up, say, 10, 15 plus this season, we're going to be in the driving seat, hopefully. And if we can keep the defence like it is, we'll be absolutely fine, I think. I think the things we need to improve for this game, again, Felicity up front, need a few more goals. And we need to stop I know the midfielders, Pereira and Diangana ran the show again last night, and we can't rely on them every single game to create all the opportunities. Austin needs to step up, Robson Kanu needs to step up, Zahor needs to step up against his former club. So, you know, it's we just need a bit more firepower up front. That's all I think. I think if we can keep the defence the way it is. I mean, personally, I would love to see Hegazi on the bench, you know, but it might not happen for a few more games. But I would love to see him back, because it would just reinforce our defence so much more if he managed to get in. You never know. If the defence keeps up these impressive performances, even though, you know, we're going to get one clean sheet, you know, the defence is still very, very good in my opinion. So we'll see. We'll keep our fingers crossed for this one. Hopefully we can rebound from this. We have got the mentality. We have got the players to do it, I believe. So, yeah, let's just hope. So, fingers crossed, guys. Let's just hope. So, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you at the Hawthorns on Saturday. And here is my score prediction for this weekend's game.